Hi everyone. Today I wanted to show you how to navigate using Flipgrid and the potential that it has for both students and teachers alike. Flipgrid is a video discussion platform that helps educators see and hear from every student in class and fosters a fun and supportive social learning environment. My purpose today is to show you not only how to sign up, but how to create a grid and how to film your very first Flipgrid video. So first is signing up. In the upper right-hand corner, click the Educator Sign Up to create your free account. There are two ways to sign up on Flipgrid, either using a Google account or a Microsoft account. I would recommend using whichever you are comfortable with or whichever system your district uses for ease of access. So for my sign up, I'm going to go ahead and click Microsoft because our district uses Office 365. And you notice that I already have an account and that it already signed in. Okay, so creating your very first grid. Usually upon creating your first account as an educator, Flipgrid will have a default grid created for you called Introductions. This is a good place to begin practicing using Flipgrid for both students and for teachers. Grid topics can be edited. Background images can be added and edited. You can customize your Flipgrid handle in how you want students to access your Flipgrid. And there are custom settings that can be turned on or off depending on a teacher's personalization of the grid. So I'm going to go ahead and click Topic, and we have our Introductions topic. And notice it says, Welcome to our classroom grid. This is a space where we can learn together and share our ideas. And you can notice down here at the bottom that I have already uploaded a video. So once a grid has been created, the next option is to create a topic. Think of a grid as a main topic or unit of study and the topics within each as subtopics. So for instance, if I were using Flipgrid for a social studies class, I may have different grids for different periods of history and topics below each grid representing events from that historical period. When you click on a grid, you will notice that you can share, which is right here. And when you click on share, you have a couple different options. This is a nice feature, if you want to share it on social media. You can get an embedded code to share on a website. You can share it in your Microsoft Teams. You can share it in Google Classroom and even share on Remind. One of the nice things about Flipgrid is that it does have a lot of partnerships with other Web 2.0 products for collaboration and for education. And finally, you can also share it as a QR code. So this is one way that you can share your grid or your topic with students and even teachers. One final feature to note with adding topics and grids is that you can add co-pilots. So I'll show you that at the top here. So for my Snow Hill Middle School library, I can add co-pilots in on this grid. So for instance, if you have another teacher, like a special education teacher in your classroom that you co-teach with and that you want to have access to helping facilitate your discussions, you can add as many people as you wish to be a co-pilot to help facilitate the discussions. In adding a topic, all you have to do is click Add a New Topic. So for right now, I have introductions and book reviews because I want my students and teachers to be able to share reviews of books that they've read. So in order to add a topic, you click Add New Topic. Notice that you have to give it a brief title. You can set the amount of minutes that you wish students or teachers to respond. Typically, 1:30 is the average time, but for longer responses, you can go as long as 5 minutes. Next, what you'll notice is that you have a space to provide your prompt. This is where you would type your question or type your stimulus that you want students to respond to. You could even add a link Or you could even add, if you notice at the bottom, you can add a variety of links or information to your Flipgrid topic. At the bottom, for more advanced users, if you click More Options, you can click Topic Tips. You can add attachments, URLs, and it has more in-depth features or advanced features that you may want to turn on or off, such as video title. Each Flipgrid response allows for feedback, and a basic feedback form is provided for each response where the user can rate a performance 1 to 5 or rate their ideas 1 to 5 and how a student's clarity and verbalization of expressed ideas was communicated in their Flipgrid. You can create your own more customized rubrics by clicking on Custom Feedback. So within my grids, here is my introduction. And I'm going to go ahead and click on my video that I created for introduction so you can see what it looks like. It automatically starts to play. And you notice that I've added some icons in here as well. And this is where the grading rubric is located and comments can be left for your students. In order to create a video as an educator on the educator account, you would have to log in as a student. And that's very simple to do. By clicking View as Student in the topic that you wish, I click Login with my Microsoft account. Notice the green plus sign. This is key for recording your Flipgrid videos. You just simply click it, and it should bring up the webcam, which you notice right here. Hi, everybody. And this is where you can begin recording and starting to add your emojis or your filters to get that experience going. And then you simply click record. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and click that off. So that's the basics of adding topics, adding a grid, viewing and recording videos. I'm going to show you a few other features that the Flipgrid Web 2.0 tool has for educators. So let me scroll back up. In student mode, in student view, just wanted to show this is something new to Flipgrid, that you can go into dark mode, which would help with some of those accessibility features and adding a darker background, which makes the text easier to see. Okay, let me navigate back to my main page. Okay, at the top, some other features available to you. There is what's called mixtapes. Mixtapes is a way to save your favorite videos or discussions from a grid. It's a way that as an educator you can curate which videos you felt were the best discussions or the best reflections and showcase those for your students. This might be like as an end of year collection of here's the best from our topics or from this unit of study. And that's a good tool that you can use as an educator to reflect upon what videos you had created or your students had created in the class. Another fun feature is called Grid Pals. Grid Pals allows you to connect with other Flipgrid users from around the world. As you can see here, here's a map. And we can zoom out. And these are all different Flipgrid users within the United States. You can also connect with other Flipgrid users from around the world, as you can see. By searching a location, you can add grids and eventually collaborate with other classes and be invited to other classes, and your students can really practice that real-world 21st century collaboration with students from around the world. Another feature is called Disco Library. The Disco Library is a great place to get ideas for Flipgrid topics. You can search for a specific topic like book reviews, which I'm going to do now so you can see. There's over 9,000 topics available. So if I needed some inspiration, it says it found 94 topics for me. I could go through and click to see what other teachers have posted for their book reviews and add some of that content in or get some ideas for my own content and grids. Finally, there's something new called Shorts. And shorts are a way that educators can use all of the Flipgrid features like adding emojis and filters to record a short video that may be shared outside of the Flipgrid experience. So this might be something that you might want to post on a website or send to teachers or to send to parents. This is just another way to use those tools without having to worry about or create a grid and set up a classroom and all of those constraints. Finally, the two features that I enjoyed the most as being helpful to get started was that at the bottom, you notice I clicked on the Help Center. And this is where if you have something specific you're trying to figure out, like let's say recording a video, you can search for that topic and it will bring you up a list of topics associated with that keyword search, and it will give you a step-by-step guide in how to either troubleshoot or figure out that feature that Flipgrid has. And one more last bell and whistle here is educator features. Educator Innovation Station is a place where you have some of their educator innovators that are on Twitter and on social media that share ideas, and it has a getting started guide that you can download. It has a volume 4.0 educator's guide to Flipgrid, and this will give you some more ideas on ways that you can take your Flipgrid from just something that you use in the classroom to record reflections or record discussions and take it to that next level, as you can see. So, to recap, Flipgrid is a Web 2.0 tool that allows for collaboration, and it's a fun way to support social learning in a classroom. And let me get back to my main page. There we go. For me, as a librarian, my goal this year is to use this for students to share their reactions and their thoughts and their book reviews on books that they've read throughout the year, as literacy is a main goal this year for us, as it should be in any year. And finally, this allows us to practice those AASL standards of collaboration, which is creation, using a variety of communication tools, and also sharing, which is soliciting and responding to feedback from others, as well as to allow my students to grow and actively contribute to group discussions. So this is a great tool. I hope that you have found this video helpful in understanding better how to use Flipgrid and ways that you could possibly use it in your classroom. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good day.